Oscar is a con man and magician in a Kansas circus.
I don't want to be a good man. I want to be a great one.
When he is swept away by a tornado into the land of Oz, he meets three witches.
Great wizard from Kansas, I've waited for you to come and set things right.
Seeing Oscar as their only hope, they task him with fighting a great evil in Oz, the Great and Powerful.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Salim, and we're here to talk about Oz, the Great and Powerful, directed by Sam Raimi. We've all just seen it. Rachel, why don't you take it away?
We could debate whether this is Sam Raimi or whether this is James Franco, but there is heart missing in this movie. There are some stilted performances. You have a man who has a lead role. He should have a twinkle in his eye like Gene Wilder. No, no. He reminds me of a fellow who, like, someone placed a baby in his arms or something, and he's just like, hey, kid, I like kids. I'm in a kid's movie. I'm gonna smile at everyone. He had that feeling to me.
But I felt like the stiltedness of any of the performances matches The Wizard of Oz. They were really trying to match the aesthetic of the original because they were making it a real prequel to the film.
I didn't feel like the original was stilted at all. I felt like the original was this wonderful, heartfelt movie.
When people watch this, they're going to probably be thinking this is bad acting or bad directing, and not necessarily the style that Sam Raimi is going for. And I don't know why he needs to go for that style. I don't know how many people are going to be coming to this film and thinking, I need it to be more campy like the original.
Oh, no. Off. Come on, off. Off of there.
Please let me go.
Get off. No, get off of there. No dolls on the witch hunt.
Please
Fine.
let me go.
Fine. You want to come? Come. We'll all go. It'll be a big party.
Great. Let's go kill ourselves a witch.
James Franco is kind of doing the same thing that Johnny Depp does in Pirates of the Caribbean, where the first time you see him, he's going down the sinking boat, and he kind of just walks right onto the dock, and there's that kind of playfulness to it. He's doing the same type of thing. There's kind of a wink-wink. I know I'm in this crazy world and crazy movie, and I'm gonna have fun with it.
We're gonna find this wicked witch, steal her wand. I'll get that big pile of gold, and you can have a nice pile of bananas. All right?
Bananas. Oh, I see. Because I'm a monkey, I must love bananas, right?
When I was watching this movie, it reminded me a lot of Spider-Man 3, which I feel is Sam Raimi's most campy Spider-Man. His first two movies were very theatrical and very much studio pictures. The third one, there's awkward dance numbers, and it just obviously was done for camp and for comedy, and that's what I felt in this picture. There are a lot of dark undertones that I felt that they tried to bring in the camp or the comedic value so that the kids won't be as scared with the craziness that's going on.
I found this to be an extremely scary movie. You have these witches who there's so much CGI and stuff when they're revealed to be witches, especially at the end. I mean, these are graphic images, which as a little kid, these are the things nightmares are made of.
But I don't know. I don't think but it's that campiness that you guys talk about that makes it not scary.
No.
Like, I thought this whole thing was really, really good for kids. Totally easy. I didn't think it was scary. The baboons, maybe a little bit, the flying baboons.
We have three witches that fill the picture. We have Glinda, played by Michelle Williams. I thought she was great.
I did too.
She just seemed like this nice, perfectly kind witch who just wants only the good for her people.
Did you notice, though, that I think she must have filmed this right after My Week with Marilyn, because there was a couple times where she slipped into the Marilyn speak, and I was like, oh.
Yes. We have Rachel Weisz, who plays Evanora.
Yes.
And we have Mila Kunis, who plays Theodora.
I felt like maybe it's because she had those scenes with James Franco. Like, his stiltedness sort of rubbed off on her, and she had this weird sort of performance at first.
I agree.
Until she has a transformation of some sort, and then everything felt a lot more natural with her.
I agree. I had the same issue at the beginning. I was like,
this
something
is
feels
weird.
a little strange.
It felt like she was playing at the character. Again, I just had this feeling like, here are these mature actors who found themselves in a kid's movie and just didn't know what to do with it.
Have you finally joined her side, sister?
I am on no one's side. You know that. I simply want peace. It's all I ever wanted, and the wizard can do that. He's a good man.
Oh, what do you know about goodness? Deep down, you are wicked.
So let's talk about the directing and production values. We know Sam Raimi directed this, and I think it looks visually stunning. Oz looks great. It's green and lush. However, times it did look a little bit fake, but I'm assuming this is an homage to the original film.
And that's what I loved about this movie, is that they put little touches in that harken back to the original movie. Like, right down to when they're in the Munchkin area, the Yellow Brick Road kind of curves into the spiral, and it looked like the same set.
The beginning of this movie, actually the whole third of this movie looked amazing, and all the visual, the 3D imaging, I felt like I was at a Disneyland, like Omnimax experience, which was really cool. But then about a third of the way through, I feel like some of the care that was taken into the design of that, I don't know, I feel like they got lazy, actually.
Yeah. There are moments when they, like you said, a wink and a nod to the audience, but it kind of gets bogged down because of the campiness. And sometimes I don't care about the characters or what's going on, and which is unfortunate because I wanted to.
There are characters that I think would do better in an animated film, and there are running gags that repeatedly fall flat. And again, if you had like animation, maybe these things would be funny, but here, they're so corny, they're so cheeseball-y, and some of these supporting characters are really just annoying. Like if you could see them bouncing around like the screen as animation, they might be cute and endearing, but instead you're just like, no.
A fun ride, unfortunately bogged down by too much goofiness and not enough grounding. Stream it.
Kids will enjoy it. For whole families and anyone else, I'd say stream it.
This is an ambitious, clever, and nostalgic prequel to The Wizard of Oz, and I think it's going to appeal to people of all ages. I say see it.
All right, our votes add up to 2 full tickets, which is a stream it for Oz the Great and Powerful. All right?
Yeah!
Cheers, mates.
You guys have no soul.
I just feel like he's some guy who showed up to be a camp counselor the first day of camp and was like, I just realized I hate kids.